We're back. Harley Quinn, season 3, episode 7. I got it right this time. Thank God. Spoiler review ahead. Hey guys, Brett here for Geek Variants, which if you are subscribed, you already know. Hit that lovely watermark in the corner of your screen to be subscribed to the channel for all the amazing content we have pertaining to She-Hulk, Harley Quinn, House of the Dragon, Rings of Power, on the way. Tons of good stuff for you guys. But without further ado, let's get into this episode breakdown. We had the absolute battle of sharks. Prince Shark, King Shark, battling out, and as always, long live the king. Sorry, I had to give Disney a little bit of a props on that one because that line is absolutely iconic. The episode was solid throughout. I feel like there's a little bit of straying that we'll get into a little bit later on in the video, but Harley seeing Mad Hatter end up killing Jervis Tetch, which they did bring up to a very valid point. Jervis? Who names their kid Jervis? Like, you're just asking for them to be hated by everybody and everything going around you. That's a problem that needs to be addressed. And it was addressed. He got the bat kicked out of him in all literal sense. And speaking of the bat, Batman KO'd one shot by Harley Quinn and now is in Selena Kyle's apartment with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. It sounds like a wet dream to most nerds, but Bruce Wayne, that sounds like a day in absolute hell. So, a lot of good stuff there. Nightwing is an absolute dork beyond all measure and reason. I'm starting to have a problem with Harley Quinn, and I need to address it to everybody and the listeners right now. Harley Quinn is straying a very, very fine line between villain and hero. And this episode did a great job of showing the juxtaposition of balance and trying to find the right spot for her. Because Harley Quinn, as we know, comically is more often than not villain. Through and through, that's who she is. That's what she's about. She's Joker's henchwoman, and then on top of that, then she breaks up with them from a completely toxic relationship. Things go completely astray. She ends up with Poison Ivy, yada, yada, yada. Happy ending. Becomes a bit of an anti-hero at the end. This show is trying to paint her entirely as a hero who does horrific things, but because it's done in a humorous light, the light of a spoof universe, if you will, it's completely okay. And I feel that's definitely weird. I know I'm looking way into a animated cartoon about this, and I will say Kaylee Cuoco's done a phenomenal job airing this show, but it's just a weird juxtaposition for a character like this to be such a weird balance of good and evil throughout. More often than not, I want my heroes to be completely heroic, my villains to be completely heroic, my anti-heroes to have that well-defined balance of just doing what they want because it's what suits them at the time. I don't know what she's doing most of the time. The plot is starting to drag in bits and pieces here. Some of the jokes aren't starting to land. I really love this series. I think it's the best thing DC animated done in some time that I've seen. Because DC definitely needs some dubs. Because, man, HBO Max took a huge hit by removing all those cartoons. Got a lot of backlash for it. So this really needs to hit out of the park, just as to House of the Dragons, which we have a video in the DC playlist for you guys to enjoy for that one. But Harley Quinn, honestly, out of 10, I'd probably give this like a 6. It was a solid episode, but at the same time, there's still certain issues I have trying to get this character more fleshed out. I know she's kind of on that redemption arc, trying to come back from Joker, trying to find who she is, but she's finding who she is by being a partner of somebody else. Like, that's not really standing alone. You're just swapping out Joker for Ivy. And I mean, Ivy is a significantly better person. She actually cares about the environment, what's going on with that. But, you know, Joker now in his own right has redeemed himself more than Harley ever did because he's now a stay-at-home dad who's mayor of Gotham without using crime to do it. Kind of shocking. That being said, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. And we will see you guys in the next videos for Geek Variants. And we'll be seeing you Sunday for House of the Dragon.